This is Ronaldinho, one of the most iconic football players of all time. Today we are going to be replaying his career from his prime. Can we win him more Ballon d'Ors and more trophies, or will he be a flop? And of course, here he is coming in at 93 overall at 25 years of age. Of course, taking over Ronaldinho in his prime. Although we are putting him back at the team he did first join in Europe, and of course that is PSG. Kickstart this season, and of course we have the trophy champs up against Monaco. And it was a great start for Ronaldinho, running down the wing, cutting inside, just too easy. And of course putting it into the back of the net, making it 1-0 for PSG. And later on he would get a penalty, which of course in typical Ronaldinho fashion, he would Panenka it down the middle, of course making it 2-0. And just to end the game on an extremely high note, Ronaldinho would get on the score sheet yet again, a lovely ball over the top and a lovely volley into the top bins to make it 3-0, completing his hat-trick, winning the game at 3-0 as we pick up our first trophy with Ronaldinho. Kickstarting League 1, and we did come up against Havre, and it was yet again a Ronaldinho masterclass, a lovely bit of skill, dinking it over defenders before placing it into the top of the net, of course making it 1-0. Later on, Fabian would make it 2-0, a lovely ball inside, and it was just way too easy for him, of course getting the second of the game. PSG were not finished there though, and neither was Ronaldinho, running down this wing and again finessing it into the back of the net, making it 3-0. And it seemed as though Ronaldinho wanted back-to-back hat-tricks to kickstart the league, and he got exactly that with an unbelievable free kick, of course making it 4-0, as we would of course win our first game of League 1 4-0, and Ronaldinho walking away with the match ball yet again. 4 games into the season and PSG are leading the way on 12 points alongside RC Lens. And what a stupidly insane start to the season it has been for Ronaldinho. 8 games played, 15 goals. Halfway through the season now, and PSG of course are leading the way with a game in hand on 35 points. We're of course still in the Coupe de France, where we come up against Laval, and leading the Champions League as we are of course sat in first place. And Ronaldinho has gone up to a 94 already, and what a first half of the season it has been for Ronaldinho. 24 goals and 3 assists in just 25 games. Moving on, and we did get a nicer run in the Champions League where we did manage to knock out Manchester City by Leverkusen. Unfortunately though, we did get knocked out in the semi-finals, losing to Real Madrid. We did however manage to get into the final of the Coupe de France, managing to beat Laval, Stade Bretois, Montpellier, and Havre managing to get into the final where we did come up against Olympique Lyon. And there was just one goal in it, a nice ball through to Omar Mamouche, and Omar Mamouche slotting it past the keeper, of course making it 1-0, making us win the Coupe de France and getting yet another trophy for Ronaldinho. Finishing the season now, and of course it's another trophy for Ronaldinho as we did win League 1, and Ronaldinho just keeps growing as he is now up to a 95 overall. And what a season it has been for Ronaldinho. 57 games played, 35 goals and 13 assists, also managing to pick up the golden boot in League 1. And not only that, he did manage to walk away with the player of the season, and just to top it off even better, he did walk away winning the Ballon d'Or. Moving on, and of course we have got an option for a transfer, our first chance to move to the Premier League, and we are going to take it. So season number 2 starts off with Ronaldinho moving to Liverpool, and of course here he is in the Liverpool colours. I'm not sure if he looks good or not, you'll have to let me know in the comments below. Kickstarting the season, and of course we have another chance for a trophy, as of course it is the Community Shield where we face Arsenal. And yet again it was an unbelievable start for Ronaldinho, completely destroying Gabriel, slotting through Marcus Thuram, and Marcus Thuram managing to put it into the back of the net extremely early on, making it 1-0. Arsenal did manage to clap back though, with Kai Havertz getting very lucky, getting through, of course equalising the game at 1-1. Later on though, we would manage to get out this wing, passing it into Mo Salah, and of course Mo Salah putting it into the back of the net in the 65th minute, making it 2-1. And later on, Marcus Thuram would get through, managing to finish the game off, making it 3-1 in the 86th minute, of course managing to win the game at 3-1 as we pick up yet another trophy for Ronaldinho. 4 games into the season and it has not been the best start for Liverpool as they are currently sat in 10th place. Although Ronaldinho cannot be the one to blame as he is walking away from 8 games with 4 goals and 1 assist. Halfway through the season now and Liverpool have managed to crawl up the table quite a bit as they are sat in 3rd place. Still in the FA Cup where we come up against Tottenham, we did manage to get into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup up against Leeds United where we did manage to knock out West Ham and Manchester United. And the Champions League is not going the best as we are currently sat in 18th place. And Ronaldinho just keeps getting better and better as he is now up to a 96 overall. And it's been a great little start to the Premier League for Ronaldinho as he is walking away from 32 games with 12 goals and 5 assists. Moving on, and unfortunately we did get knocked out of the FA Cup losing to Tottenham, although we did manage to beat Leeds in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, which of course meant we were into the final where we actually faced Colchester. And there was actually only 1 goal in it. Ronaldinho getting up this wing, unfortunately saved by the keeper, but off the crossbar straight to Marcus Thuram, and of course he did make his chance as he did put it into the back of the net, making it 1-0, managing to win the game at 1-0 as of course it's another trophy for Ronaldinho. Moving on, and we did actually manage to get through the knockout stages of the Champions League, beating RB Leipzig, Atletico Madrid and Manchester City, booking our place in the final up against Barcelona. And here we go, it's weird for Ronaldinho in an alternate reality. This would be his prime team. Oh no, Rafinha up this wing, dancing, whips it in, thankfully it's cleared. Nice, Ronaldinho. That is awful defending by Koundé. And Ronaldinho just running up this wing, trying to do his best, dancing around the players, whips it back post. Unfortunately, it's cleared. Barcelona on the attack here. Yes, again with Rafinha into Lewandowski. Oh, no. Takes it first time, and Robert Lewandowski puts it into the back of the net. Barcelona on the attack yet again with Lamine Yamal, goes for goal. Oh my word, that was close. Nice, up this wing, Ronaldinho gets the edge of the box, he's got loads of space, goes for goal, and Ronaldinho, what an unbelievable goal that is, equalising at 1-1. Lewandowski through to Robertson, that is a great ball, he's got loads of space, he goes for goal, and thankfully hits the side netting. Nice. That is a great little play. Ronaldinho is going to try again. Nope. This time it's saved. Ronaldinho, that is a nice bit of play. It's still Ronaldinho passing inside to Mo Salah. Mo Salah's got loads of space and Mo Salah scores to make it 2-1. We've got a bit of time to hang on, but that's a good goal. And there we go, game over, and Liverpool have managed to beat Barcelona in the final to win the Champions League. And there we go, another trophy for Ronaldinho, and it is the biggest one by far in the Champions League. Finishing the season now, and unfortunately we have missed out on the Premier League, getting obliterated by Manchester City. And Ronaldinho is now up to a stupidly good 97 overall, arguably becoming one of the best in the world, if not the best ever. And what a ridiculously good season it has been for Ronaldinho. 66 games played, 39 goals with 9 assists, as well as being a crucial part to winning the Champions League with Liverpool. Unfortunately, we did lose out on Player of the Season, although it does not matter as we have walked away winning the Ballon d'Or for the 2nd year running. And if you are a Barcelona fan, look away now as it is about to get even worse, as season 3 is going to start off with Ronaldinho moving to Real Madrid. Kickstarting the first game of the season, we did come up against Getafe, and of course Ronaldinho would get involved, another penalty and another Panenka from Ronaldinho, slotting it down the middle, of course making it 1-0 for Real Madrid, before later on Ronaldinho would get involved yet again. Theo Hernandez up his wing into Ronaldinho, nicely inside, and just a nice placement into the top corner, making the game 2-0 in the 90th minute, of course going on to win our first game at Real Madrid at 2-0. 5 games into the season and Real Madrid are currently sat in 2nd place, and what a start it has been for Ronaldinho. 7 games played and 8 goals. Halfway through the season now and Real Madrid are currently sat in 3rd place, 17 points behind leaders Barcelona. We are of course still in the Copa de España in the round of 32, and we are doing pretty well in the Champions League as we are currently sat in 8th place. And Ronaldinho yet again with insane stats. 26 games played, 19 goals and 4 assists. Moving on, and we are of course in the Copa de España where we managed to get into the final, where we managed to knock out Cadiz Atletico Madrid, RC Salta and Athletic Bilbao getting a ticket to the final. We also managed to get through the knockout stages of the Champions League, getting a ticket to another final, knocking out Wolfsburg, Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich. Moving on though, and of course we do have the final of the Copa de España first, up against Barcelona, and there was just one goal in it. Mbappe dinking it over to Ronaldinho, lovely touchdown and a lovely touch into the back of the net, of course making it 1-0 very early on. However, that was all it would take, as we would go on to win the game at 1-0, as of course we pick up yet another trophy for Ronaldinho. Moving on, and of course we are into another Champions League final where we will face Barcelona yet again. Lamine Yamal on the ball, slots through Victor Boniface could be through here. Thankfully it's defended well, he still gets it. We got lucky there. Nice. Mbappe, he's got Ronaldinho making a run at this wing. Ronaldinho here is beating Koundé for pace, although he's catching him, tries to hack him out. It's still Ronaldinho, dinks it over. Ronaldinho, oh, that would have been beautiful. Comes back though to stabilise, he's going to take a shot. Oh my word, it's off the post. Ronaldinho here, that is a lovely little spin inside. Mbappe's been a nice little run. Mbappe's got loads of space, and Mbappe is going to finesse it into the far corner. He makes it 1-0 in the 20th minute. Lamine Yamal up this wing, he's got loads of space. Still Lamine Yamal tries to dink it under the keeper, it's saved. Nice and lovely ball over the top to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho cuts inside, it's still Ronaldinho going to go for goal. Oh, he's just missed. Last on the attack again, it's Rafinha. Victor Boniface saved. That's a horrible deflection back to Lamine Yamal, but it's saved again. Ronaldinho on the attack yet again. That's a lovely turn inside. It's still Ronaldinho, and it's another save. Lamine Yamal has got loads of space, way too much space, and he's going to take advantage of it as he equalises the game at 1-1. Nice, that is a nice little run from Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, he's got loads of people around him, but it's still Ronaldinho on the ball. Manages to get through, and Ronaldinho puts it into the back of the net in the 75th minute. What an incredible goal from Ronaldinho to make it 2-1. Nice, that is a nice ball up to Ronaldinho. We potentially have another chance here to put the game to bed. Ronaldinho, that's a lovely ball to the back post. Oh my word. Barcelona have one more chance here. He's whipped it. It's fouled back to Pedri. Pedri's going to take a shot, and it's saved. And there we go. The game is over, and it is back-to-back Champions League wins for Ronaldinho. And that, of course, means it's yet another trophy to be lifted for Ronaldinho. Finishing the league, and unfortunately, we have missed out on La Liga, just losing out to Barcelona. Although what a season it has been for Ronaldinho, of course, grabbing the Champions League yet again and walking away from 60 games with 36 goals and 10 assists. It is the Ballon d'Or yet again. Is he going to make it 3 in a row after that season? Most probably. And he is, of course he is. 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row for Ronaldinho. I'm not going to lie, I don't think it's going to get any better than this.